Okay, so excuse the scratch here, because I literally been beating myself up in my sleep. So, you know how you sleep when you move your hands and just... Anyway, I've been sick, y'all. I've been sick for the past like 2 weeks, so that's why I ain't really been posting. Sorry, I've been sick. Recovering from a cold, but then I had to get IV treatments because my energy was really low. Really low. But anyway, this video is about Nolan Wells. I just want to get straight into it. Okay, so I posted on another video that I made regarding Nolan. So a year ago, right? A year ago, before this story came out with the boy that died on a boat with the friends, right? In Mississippi. I'm pretty sure all of y'all have heard about it. But yeah, so I had a memory pop up in my head. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, this sounds familiar. A boy dies on a boat? I'm like, hold on. So I went to my phone, right? I went through my phone notes. And I know I mentioned this before, but I'm gonna mention it again. So I went in my phone notes and I saw that I just typed in boat and then it pulls up. And the date was February 18th, 2025. So in my notes, I put that a boy passes away on a boat. Yeah, a year ago. And then after that, I also put he took his last picture on a boat. And I'm gonna post the picture up here so you can see it. Because he did take a picture. This was one of his last pictures, right? And then following that, I also said he passes away on a boat raft floating as the sun rises. Don't y'all think that that's kind of like real detailed information when this incident hadn't even occurred yet? It hadn't even occurred yet. This was a year and a half ago. So I'm saying this to say, that is why I made this card right here. You see what that say? Seeing what? Before they happen. Seeing before they happen. That's why I made this. So one of the things that I notice about me is I have a gift of seeing things before they happen. Yeah. So, with that being said, that's why I use the cards sometimes and I don't, because a lot of this is just intuitive messages that I'm trying to get out. And although I don't have a big platform, I'm here to get these messages out one way or another. So for those who's paying attention, is paying attention. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So that was very detailed information that I gave. A boy passes away on a boat, and he takes his last picture on this boat, and he passes away during the sunrise. So also that lets me know, because I kept hearing from dusk till dawn. So from my speculation, he passed away as the sun was rising. So in Mississippi, that could be what, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., right? Typically, when the sun rises, that's when his body was transitioned. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention. I remember this dream, right? I remember the boy talking to me, a black teenage boy, the boy that passes away on the boat. In the dream, he was talking to me, and he was trying to say something, but he was like, duh, duh, duh. Like his tongue was swollen or something was going on with that. And it's like he was trying to talk, but the words weren't coming out. I couldn't understand what he was saying. And I was saying to the boy in the dream, I'm like, what are you saying? What are you saying? I don't understand. What are you saying? I'm thinking he had like a speech impediment, or his tongue was swollen. Come to find out, what did they just say? His autopsy reports, right? Mississippi, Jackson County did an autopsy. He had 2 autopsies. The first autopsy, they took his larynx, his throat box. They took his lungs, his throat, thyroid. They took all of that. By the time his body got transported to do the second autopsy, the independent autopsy, they sent his body to Washington, D.C. to do the independent autopsy. All of that was gone. So then I said, well, maybe that's why in the dream when he was trying to speak to me, I couldn't understand what he was saying. They took his damn throat. I'm shaking the mirror. They took his damn throat. That's why he couldn't speak. He was trying to tell me something. I think he was trying to tell me what happened to him. I know for some of y'all who don't believe, I know this sounds crazy, but it's literally in my phone. I can't make this up. I record all of my dreams like on a daily basis, as much as I can remember. And I do remember he was trying to tell me something. And I wish that he was able to tell me what he was trying to tell me. Because then maybe I could be one of the people to help solve this crime that happened to him. Okay. This has affected a lot of people. So rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Condolences to his family. I know it's a lot of stuff being said out there. Hey, I'm not finna do all that. I know what I know. And that's enough. That's enough right there. I ain't finna go all into details about every little thing. People attacking his mother and all that. At the end of the day, she lost her son. And he did nothing to nobody. Also, I do have a few details though, seeming that I was able to see certain things. This girl, Katie, whoever she is, she does have involvement, but can I really say how much involvement she got? Nah, I don't want to speculate. I don't want to speculate. And I'm probably not speculating, but I just don't want to presume information that may not be true. But so far, the stuff I say be coming truthful, like it be on point, and I'd be surprised how on point it be. Like, it shocks me. It takes me away, so I'm just like, whoa. I can't believe it. I was very detailed in what I said, and that's exactly what happened. Passes away on a boat, takes his last picture on the boat, floating with the sunrise. How the hell will I know that? This was a year and a half ago. But, you know, everything that I say falls on deaf ears, so I'm just gonna stop talking. Y'all figure this case out. Y'all own at this point. I'm not finna be wasting my time. I'm not finna do it. I'm not finna do it. Man, it's a couple things I'm picking up on though. Like, I'm gonna say one. I'm gonna go and give you one. These detectives, investigators, they are already aware of everything. Like, they are aware to a point where they know, let's say the people that did this or their involvement, they know their background history as far as these people. They already like under investigation for charges like assault, actual assault, and molestation is what I was picking up on. Yeah. I'm hearing these could be older men. Not these teenage boys, these are older men. But it could be them too, because I'm picking up on a few different things. If you want to hear it, You gotta let me know. Because I may or may not speak about it. I don't know. If I don't get enough people to chime in, then I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm leaving it alone. But I think I may have some details to the case, possibly. But I'm not finna say stuff, and I ain't 100%. There's been a lot of notions of things out here with different, like, you know, intuitives and psychic mediums, and, you know, everybody has their channel information, which I don't discredit, because, you know, I wouldn't want nobody to discredit me, and I'm saying similar to what you saying. So another thing they did mention, in the back of his head, it was some discoloration from the left ear to the right ear, which they were saying that could have been rigor mortem, right? Something that just happens when the body passes away, and discoloration happens. It could also be, they mentioned two things. It could be possible blunt trauma, because it was redness back here, right? Possible blunt trauma to the head, or that rigor mortem, basically gravity. Let's say if the body is turned upside down, that's what I'm getting. The body was turned upside down, hanging. Let's say you holding somebody from their feet and their head is down. I guess the blood rushes down and causes that discoloration back there. The weight of gravity. So it could be that too. So like I said, I done picked up on several different things when it comes to this situation. I'ma just, oh yeah, Katie, back to her. Katie, the girl. I was picking up on a couple things. Number one, there was, I'm picking up on some competition with a female. Competition for sure. Like, and I said this in the other video, it was two of the guys, and they were, I think Nolan and a friend. And there was some competition as to who has the bigger package. Who has the biggest package is what they were in competition about. And so they asking her, the girl, they like, who has the bigger package? And she replies like, hey, well, both of y'all pretty much the same. But she whispers in Nolan's ear like, I choose you. I want you. He cool, but I want you. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I heard. That's what I saw. These are dream messages, by the way. Channel messages, astral projecting, whatever, remote viewing, whatever you want to call it. All above. So that was happening. Then what else? Oh, Katie, or the girl, whoever. So I'm seeing that they're on this, in the dream, it's like a basement. So I don't know, it's a lower level downstairs. It could be the lower level to the boat, or a basement, I don't know. But something about downstairs in this basement. And it was almost like a convenience store. It was literally whatever you want, just snacks everywhere. And she's offering, who I believe to be Nolan in the dream, she's offering him snacks. She's like, you want something? You know, all of this belongs to us. As to say, we wealthy, we rich, we got it. It's snacks galore. Take what you want. You can take a box of it if you want. It's a whole lot of stuff down here, and it all belongs to us. So take what you like. Like, it was a lot of catering to him. They were cuddling, hugging, kissing, all that. Like, I didn't see any weird vibes. I'm gonna just say that off the back. I didn't see anything weird. I did see a lady though. She was like in the back of the wall, as if she was shopping too down there. But I think she was probably I spying watching them too. You know what I'm saying? A white lady. I think she could have been watching them. So that was significant. But then, you know, after she offered him the snacks, somebody came down from the upper level to the lower level. And they were guiding them let's say Nolan and her, guiding them to come upstairs. Like, hey, come on, y'all, let's go. So it was like a little small door, like a chuck hole, like a, you know how, what do you call it, when them doggy doors, and you know, I don't know, it was just a little door, and then they went through it and went upstairs. Then the dream changed to something else. But yeah, so you know, I'm trying to think, was there anything else I could add to this before I go? I'm not gonna say what happened to him. I know that's what y'all want to know. What happened? I'm not finna say. I'm not finna say. Either way, I'm not gonna say. At least not today. I don't know. I'm just give you clues. I ain't gonna be like, oh, this happened to him, that happened to him. I wasn't there. I wasn't there, so I ain't finna do all that. I ain't finna do all that. What's this? Here go this foster parent card. Here go that foster parent. What you got to do with it, foster parent? Oh, speaking of, that's what they want me to mention. Another part of the dream I said that I wrote down with him passing away on the boat. After that, I put something about a boy, a white boy, being naked. Now, dreams are like metaphors too. It don't mean that this actually happened, him being naked, but the metaphor could be him being vulnerable, being exposed in the spotlight, being seen. You know, that type of nakedness, just vulnerability, being, you know, exposure. Which his so-called best friend just did that interview, right? So that could have been why I could see him naked. He's being vulnerable. And I'm going to put what else I said about him on the screen up here. But I don't know if I trust that. Because like I said, somebody in this family is already under investigation. And they know that they're under investigation for SA, sexual assault, and molestation. I hate to even think like this, but did they check him for that too? Because there's something going on with that too. There's something going on that they need to investigate. And I feel like I'm seeing two detectives, like they're coming and going, so they like dismissing and walking off from the case. But no, you're not done yet. You're not done, sir. You're not done. There's still more to investigate. And then the crazy part is that the first autopsy that was done in Jackson County, Mississippi, once they took the throat and the lungs and all of this out, they shipped the body to Washington, D.C. to get the second autopsy. This is what the parents ordered, to do an independent autopsy. And once the autopsy got there, the doctor, the medical examiner named Roger Mitchell, he had to conclude the autopsy as undetermined due to pending investigation because he couldn't complete the autopsy with body parts missing. Y'all did that shit on purpose. Y'all knew that these people weren't going to be able to complete that autopsy without the body, the important parts that they need to see. Was this a possible drowning or not? They need the throat and the lungs and to see, was it water in there before he died? They needed that, and you purposely left that out so that this autopsy could come back inconclusive and undetermined. It was all plotted. It was all planned. Then I just heard today they were saying Nolan Wells may be connected to Ida B. Wells. She was, you know, in history she was known as a lady who fought for injustice, and she's in the history books, and they do have the same last name, and they both from Mississippi. So they was just saying, who, you know, these people know who we are. They know our heritage, lineage. They know. And so what if they knew this, and that's why they want to cut off his bloodline? Wouldn't put it past. Nolan also stated, from what I'm hearing, is that he wanted to have 3 daughters. Had their names picked out and everything. Sophia, something. I don't remember all the names, but that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, I ain't gonna make this too long, but yeah. Yeah, they know who we are. So, like I said in the previous message, this was not just a happening that happened to Nolan Wells. This was a spiritual war. I'm seeing it too. This was a spiritual war. They fighting. They're fighting. They're fighting for his soul, whatever. They fighting. Yeah, they fighting. This is like a game. It's like a game too. I'm seeing that. It's like a game, a spiritual game, spiritual war, and a spiritual game that's being played. The game is them, but he's at war with these people. I also put that in the notes as well. So this is bigger than what you see. That's why it's gaining so much attention, because this is not one of those ordinary situations. This is not ordinary. Yeah, this is not ordinary. So I think I'm done for now. If I come back with some more info, I'll let you know.